Let me tell you something that might just change your life. Success isn't mostly skill. It's not even mostly strategy. Success is 80% mindset. That's right, 80%. The way you think, the way you speak to yourself, the way you frame the world. It controls everything else that follows. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jim, surely success is about hard work, talent, connections, luck. Well, sure, those things help. But let me ask you, how many people do you know who have talent, but never use it, or people who work hard, but never seem to get ahead? What's missing? The mindset? Success begins not in the world around you, but in the world within you. The way you think, what you believe, and how you speak to yourself play a greater role in your achievements than any degree, connection, or opportunity. Most people chase strategies and techniques, but they forget that those things only work if the mind behind them is strong and focused. You can hand two people the same plan. One succeeds, the other fails. Why? The difference isn't in the plan, it's in the person's mindset. A positive, determined, and growth-oriented mindset turns small opportunities into big wins. It sees problems as challenges, not dead ends. It keeps going when others quit. On the other hand, a mindset full of doubt, fear, and negativity will sabotage even the best efforts. This is why two people can go through the same difficulty. One comes out stronger, the other comes out bitter. What made the difference? The mindset. Mindset isn't just about motivation. It's about programming. It's the inner dialogue that plays in your head when no one's watching. Are you saying, I can't? Or are you saying, I'll find a way? Are you focused on what's possible, or what's in your way? These subtle differences in thought shape the direction of your life. A poor mindset leads to poor habits, poor choices, and ultimately, poor results. If you want to succeed, stop only focusing on changing your job, your surroundings, or your tools. Start with the thoughts you entertain every day, because when you align your mindset with your goals, your actions become powerful and purposeful. That's why success is 80% mindset. When your mind is right, everything else begins to fall into place. Success doesn't start on paper, it starts in your head. There are countless people in the world with extraordinary talent, but very few who reach the level of success they are capable of. Talent is a gift, but without the right mindset, it often goes unused or wasted. You may have the skills to lead, to create, or to achieve something great, but if your thinking is full of fear, doubt, or procrastination, that talent never gets expressed. Talent is only potential. Mindset is what turns that potential into reality. Many people rely too much on their natural abilities and think that's enough. They assume success will come because they are gifted, but life doesn't work that way. The truth is, talent without direction leads to frustration. When someone with talent lacks belief in themselves or constantly overthinks and guesses every step, they lose momentum. They stay stuck not because they aren't capable, but because they haven't learned how to manage their mind. On the other hand, someone with average talent but a strong mindset can often outperform someone more gifted. Why? Because they show up every day with discipline. They are willing to learn, adapt, and grow. They don't wait for the perfect conditions or fear failure. They take action. The mindset gives them the ability to use what they have, however limited, and build on it over time. This is the reason why talent alone can never guarantee success. It must be supported by belief, perseverance, and a strong internal drive. The mind controls how you use your gifts, how you deal with setbacks, and how far you are willing to push yourself. Without a solid mindset, talent fades into the background. But with the right mindset, even modest ability can become unstoppable. It's not what you have, it's how you think about what you have. Your mindset is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. Just like a house needs strong ground to stand tall, your goals, habits, and actions need the right mental environment to grow and thrive. If your thinking is negative, doubtful, or full of fear, even the best ideas and plans will crumble under pressure. The strongest structure cannot survive on weak ground. That's why so many people fail, not because they lack ability, but because their internal world is working against them. Every thought you think either strengthens your foundation or weakens it. When you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that success is out of reach, or that you're unlucky, you're planting weeds in the soil of your mind. No matter how hard you work, those thoughts will hold you back. But when you shift your thinking, when you start believing that you can learn, grow, adapt, and overcome, you change the quality of your mental soil. You create the conditions where effort begins to yield results. Your ideas, strategies, and dreams are like seeds, but seeds only grow in the right environment. You must protect your mindset from the distractions and negativity that poison growth. What you feed your mind becomes your reality. Fill it with hope, clarity, courage, and purpose, and you'll see your life begin to align with those values. The right mind. It doesn't just support your goals. It attracts the right habits, people, and opportunities into your life. So before you chase bigger plans or tools, take a look within. Ask yourself what kind of mind that you're nurturing, because nothing great can grow in poor soil, and nothing meaningful will last without a strong foundation. Success follows a prepared mind, and preparation begins in your thoughts. Life will always present challenges, obstacles, and unexpected turns. But the truth is, it's not the events themselves that shape your destiny. It's how you respond to them. Two people can face the exact same setback, but one grows stronger while the other gives up. The difference lies in their mindset. When you understand that your reaction is more powerful than your circumstance, you begin to take control of your life in a whole new way. People often believe that outside conditions determine their future. They point to the economy, their background, their failures, or what someone else did or didn't do. But highly successful individuals think differently. They know they can't always control what happens to them, but they can control how they interpret it, how they respond, and what they do next. That ability to take ownership, even when things go wrong, is what separates those who rise from those who remain stuck. When faced with difficulty, the average person asks, "Why is this happening to me?" But someone with a success mindset asks, "What can I learn from this?" Or "How can I grow through this?" That simple shift in thinking changes the entire experience. It transforms problems into opportunities and pain into power. This mindset doesn't remove the struggle, it redefines it. Building the habit of responding with strength, clarity, and purpose means you're no longer a victim of circumstances. You become the author of your story, no matter what chapter you're in. And the more you practice this, the stronger your mind becomes. Every challenge becomes a stepping stone instead of a wall. You begin to realize that success isn't about perfect conditions. It's about having a mindset that refuses to quit, no matter the condition. Your response is always your responsibility and your greatest advantage. The mind is not fixed. It can be trained, conditioned, and shaped just like any muscle in the body. Many people go through life believing they're mine. It is something they're born with, as if it's permanent. But that's not true. Just like you can strengthen your body with regular exercise, you can build a stronger, more focused, and more resilient mindset through intentional daily practice. The key is to take control of what you feed your mind and how you use it. Every day, your thoughts are influenced by what you read, watch, listen to, and who you spend time with. If you're not actively choosing to grow your mindset, the world around you will shape it for you, and often not in your favor. The news, negative people, toxic environments, they slowly weaken your belief in yourself and limit your vision. But when you surround yourself with empowering ideas, positive voices, uplifting books, and clear goals, your mindset begins to shift. You start to think differently, speak differently, and act differently. Training the mind requires repetition. You build belief by repeatedly telling yourself the truth about your potential. You grow courage by facing small fears until bigger ones feel manageable. You develop focus by eliminating distractions and practicing discipline. Over time, this consistent effort compounds, and what once seemed impossible becomes second nature. Success doesn't come from hoping your mind will suddenly be strong. It comes from working on it, just like you work on your skills or your business. You decide every day whether to sharpen your mindset or let it stay dull. And the stronger it becomes, the more you'll be able to handle pressure, resist negativity, and stay committed to your vision. A trained mind doesn't just react, it leads. That's how success is built from the inside out. Your mind is your most valuable asset, and like any treasure, it must be protected and nurtured. The thoughts you allow in, the beliefs you hold, and the voices you listen to all shape your inner world, and ultimately your outer life. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, comparison, fear, and doubt, your mindset will absorb those messages like a sponge. And what fills your mind will eventually guide your choices, actions, and results. That's why protecting your mindset is not optional. It's essential. Every day, you face influences trying to pull your focus away from growth and purpose. People may criticize you, distractions may tempt you, and fear may try to slow you down. But when you guard your mind like a gatekeeper, you choose what gets in. You begin to say no to anything that doesn't serve your future. You say no to gossip, to drama, to fear-based thinking, and you start saying yes to inspiration, to vision, to learning, and to discipline. Growth doesn't happen in chaos. It happens in clarity. A clear and empowered mindset creates space for better decisions and stronger confidence. It gives you the ability to dream bigger, act bolder, and stay steady in the face of uncertainty. The more you feed your mind with truth, hope, and direction, the more powerful it becomes. And that power spills into everything you do. Your work, your relationships, your health, your future. You don't need to control the world. You only need to master your mindset. Because once your mind is aligned with success, the world begins to respond in kind. The outside starts to reflect the inside. Protect your thoughts, invest in your growth, and lead your life from within. That's how real transformation begins, quietly, daily, and deeply in the mind.